afternoon. I'm AC, and this is another episode of, I don't know, Cool Yonk or something. I don't know. But anyway, today has not been the best day. So right now I'm headed over to Hyundai, and I'm gonna check out the Hyundai Genesis Coupe 3.8 RSpec and the Hyundai Genesis sedan. So enjoy this ride with me. It's about to be the most unorthodox review ever because I'm pressed for time because my kid pissed me off. But I'll try to, get everything squeezed in. See you guys in a moment. And I would like to again give a big shout out to Hyundai, Lolly Hyundai, however you want to say it. But without them, this video would not be possible. You know what I'm saying? But so, trying to be like everybody else, do car reviews and get a Lamborghini. Hello everybody, I'm AC. Welcome to Cool Yonkers, and I'm here with Reed today, test driving the new 2015 Genesis 3.8 RSpec.
Yep.
And we're taking on a little demo drive. So I'm gonna ask Reed a couple questions and see if he can give us the best answer to help people who are in the market for this type of car.
Absolutely.
And all the tidbits and ins and outs of the vehicle. As everybody knows from the channel, I have a Camaro V6. Thought about trading my Camaro in for this car because V6 for V6, this car to me is a lot better. But here, I'm gonna turn it over to Reed and let him go ahead and speak.
Well, the biggest difference that you're going to have between your V6 Camaro and this car is the weight and the way the weight is distributed around the chassis. The Genesis has a very nice weight distribution ratio, meaning that it carries the weight evenly across all four wheels, or at least as close to evenly as the engineers could get it. The nice thing about this is with the six-speed manual transmission and the 3.8 liter V6, you've got about 350 horsepower on tap. So the car moves. It's very, very nimble. It feels really good around corners. Downshifts very well, and as you guys will find out later, it's got a really sweet exhaust note.
Now, what's the 0 to 60 time compared to the V6 Camaro on this vehicle?
The 0 to 60 time on this vehicle, I want to say, is about 5.3 seconds. So it'll definitely move out. It'll get there almost a full second faster than the V6 Camaro.
Okay. And just in case he happens to be wrong, leave the hate comments below.
Right. I have been known to be wrong, and in this kind of market, that's not normally the question that I get asked. So if I'm wrong, flame suit's on, so go ahead. What other cars have you driven that's comparable to this car with the 6-speed manual?
The
370Z is a pretty good comparison as far as power delivery and the linear acceleration profile. And we got this guy moving out of our way finally. That's nice. And the chassis is very, very stable. It feels really well planted through spirited driving. So I would say the 370Z, it's got a lot more power than like the Scion FRS. The Mustang GT and the Camaro SS obviously have more power, but this vehicle feels a little, again, more nimble, more lightweight. So it's kind of hard to find a real direct comparison to it. There's not a whole lot of other vehicles like it out on the market. I'm actually pretty fond of the G35, G37, particularly the sport trims. I think this feels pretty comparable to those.
And also, what I like about this car, it's rear seats are a smidget bigger than the Camaro, but I have a small child, so he can fit perfectly in the back of this.
No problem.
But usually people don't buy this type of car for the back seat.
No.
They do it for the spirit of driving.
Right. Does it baby? Yes. Does it baby well? No.
I'm drawing a blank here. What else I can ask you?
Well, let's explore some of the driving dynamics of the vehicle, since we're on a test ride, and I guess by being a car salesman, I'm a professional driver by trade, technically, right?
Yeah.
So we'll go ahead and, if we have the opportunity to, we're going to hit this corner a little bit quickly.
And I'm sorry for the shaky camera. All my other cameras are on the fritz here.
Now, did you feel how it kind of stabilized itself after that dip in the corner?
And it also hits the corner. It feels a lot, very, what's what I'm looking for? It feels a lot lighter than the Camaro.
Like it doesn't have that big ass to swing around?
Yeah.
Because let's face it, Camaro's got a big ass. Again, flame suit on, go ahead.
Now, what tires is this car running on?
Offhand, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it's Kumho's on the RSpec.
So this is the RSpec version, so it comes with the Brembo brakes.
Brembo brakes, larger, lighter wheels. The limited slip differential is one of the biggest key features. Larger sway bars, slightly stiffer suspension. Basically, all of the go fast bits, none of the fancy navigation, sunroof, spoiler, all that crap.
Okay. And if anybody is interested in purchasing this vehicle, I was, but things didn't pan out how I wanted to.
Right.
But this car is what, $26,459?
$26,499, and that's including all rebates and incentives that a customer could qualify for. However, if we've listed an incentive in that particular price that you don't qualify for, we're going to honor that price anyway, and that's good till it's gone.
And to me, that's a good bargain for this type of vehicle.
Absolutely.
And this car is located at Lawley Hyundai in Sierra Vista, Arizona.
That's right.
So if you're out of state in Arizona, come down this way. They're nice enough to give me a ride in the car. Hopefully I get to drive it later. Who knows?
Of course.
And I'll have everything I have the link in the description below. So if you need the website, and always ask for Reed. Don't set up anything online because it goes to Lawley Chevrolet.
Put them on blast.
So I will leave everything in the description. Another thing for this car is a lot of aftermarket bits for this.
That's right.
Vehicle.
That's the one nice thing. For Hyundai, this is probably one of the best aftermarket supported vehicles that they make. The aftermarket for Hyundai is starting to get a little bit more involved. There's a lot of companies out there developing stuff, but the Genesis Coupe has always had a good aftermarket support. Right after it first came out, I believe it was RMR entered it in Formula D competitions, and they've had no signs of slowing down.
Now, if I'm not mistaken, for the 2015, they only make the 3.8. They no longer make the turbo.
Correct. That is correct. The 2-liter turbo has been discontinued. Not that there was anything wrong with that engine, but so many people ended up going with the 3.8 over the 2.0 turbo that Hyundai just didn't see the benefit of having a whole nother production line just for the 2-liter turbo.
So for is it 2016 or 2017? It's no longer going to be called the Hyundai. It's going to be called the Genesis, correct?
That's actually for the sedans.
Just for the sedans.
Just for the sedans. They haven't released any kind of figures or model names for what they're going to call this when the Genesis line rolls out. I'm sure everybody's heard of that. The Equus is going to be the I believe the G90. The Genesis sedan is going to end up being called, I believe it's the G70, and so on and so on. There will be more info coming out on that as they unfurl their plans for this whole thing.
And the thing I'm most excited about is the N line. Just like BMW has the M line, Honda is going to come out with the N. So I'm very excited to see about that. Because I've owned a Veloster NA Veloster, and everybody who owns that car knows how slow it is.
Right. Sorry about your luck.
So yeah, downshifts way better, and also with a simple muffler delete, it sounds kind of foreignish, exotic kind of car.
You'll get a nice little burble to it.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I like my car where it sounds all drony.
You said it.
But you know, as a vehicle, we're gonna do a couple. We're gonna stop somewhere and switch over so I can drive.
Absolutely.
And then we'll do a walk around the car.
Sure.
I'll put a description in the video. Well, a brief disclaimer: that the car is dirty.
It is dirty. Don't judge us.
Because they're trying to get rid of it here.
Right.
And if everything pans out, I might buy it myself.
There you go.
Me.
But we still have others on the lot.
We have a lot more.
Well, I don't know.
Not a lot more, but
we've got more. So give us a call. shoot us a link. You know, let us know what you're looking for, and we'll definitely find it for you. We got no problem.
This is definitely a bargain deal for a brand new vehicle.
Can't get any better.
Again, this is Reed. Everybody knows me. I'm AC, and thanks for tuning in to Cool Yonkers. Stay tuned for the me driving.
Woot woot.
Might be a drive-by, hopefully.
What?
And
oh, not that kind of drive-by.
not that kind of Leave the hate comments below.
Right. Flame suit.
Yeah.
We already had this discussion. All right, so we've got the under the hood, under the bonnet for those of you across the pond. This is the 3.8 liter V6 with the gasoline direct injection engine. It's a very, very good, very solid, strong engine. Has a great noise to it. Like I was saying earlier, it's kind of a tightly mounted engine. Likes to breathe, likes to be opened up. You can tell on the front end, you've got your projector style headlights, you've got your anti-skid. If you ever trying to do anything fast in the dark, then you'll know that that's not true. So, but I mean, just take a look at the front end of the car. It looks aggressive, it looks mean, it looks like it's ready to play.
The first thing I would do, personally, is change that front middle part of the bumper. This part right here, I would probably go with a mesh.
Yeah.
I would take that out and go with a mesh look. I'm not a fan of the front end that much.
Oh, and you got to get the wing in.
Yeah, because Hyundai, I don't know what they're doing, but the H is pretty ugly. This one does come with Brembo brakes. It also comes with you can see that, the RSpec seats with the heavy bolstering, and these bolsters aren't too bad. Unlike the ZL1
or the Focus ST.
It hugs you way too much.
These are good sports seats for round guys.
Yeah.
Speaking as experience from a round guy.
This one doesn't come with the larger screen in the inside, unfortunately.
It does not. And there is not a Genesis coupe out right now that's available with a backup camera either. So don't ask.
So this one doesn't have a backup camera. Okay. The trunk is actually, looks like it's a smidget deeper than the Camaro. The opening for this is a little bit bigger as well. Let me see. We can actually go around and get the tires that what tires were they? The Bridgestones.
You got Bridgestones on these.
So we were wrong.
The Bridgestone Potenzas. It's a good tire.
And actually, you can't see how dirty this car is over here. Actually,
Yeah, that's good.
because it's in the shade.